Chapter 5. The Vortex of Truth and Shadow Pursuers. The Veil Nebula was a maelstrom of raw, untamed cosmic energy. Rex Vance pushed the Galactic Wanderer to its absolute limits, its old frame groaning under the strain. The rogue ship, sleek and menacing, was still ahead, a dark phantom cutting through the chaotic beauty of the stellar nursery. Its intent was clear: reach the protostar first. Their energy readings are off the charts, Captain, Alara shouted over the blare of alarms. They're either incredibly advanced, or they're willing to fry themselves to get to that protostar. Their shields are holding, but their hull integrity is dropping fast. Suicidal fools, Rex grumbled, gripping the controls. He was a survivor, not a martyr. He wouldn't sacrifice the Galactic Wanderer for a race, but he wouldn't let the truth be buried either. Can you get a visual on that ship, Alara? Any markings? Alara squinted at her console, adjusting the magnification. Negative, Captain. It's completely black, no insignia. But wait, I'm detecting a faint, almost imperceptible energy signature radiating from it. It's similar to the cloaking technology the Libertonians used, but corrupted, distorted. Rex's eyes narrowed. Corrupted Libertonian tech? That makes no sense. The Libertonians are about harmony, not aggression. Perhaps not the Libertonians themselves, Captain, Alara hypothesized, her voice grim. But maybe someone else got their hands on their technology, someone who twisted it for their own purposes. The Council, perhaps. The thought sent a chill down Rex's spine. If the Council had weaponized Libertonian technology, their deception ran even deeper than he had imagined. It meant they weren't just suppressing history. They were actively using the very advancements they condemned to hunt down the truth. The protostar ahead flared, sending a wave of blinding light and raw energy across the nebula. The Galactic Wanderer's temporary shields, provided by the Libertonians, flickered dangerously. Shields at 5%, Alara yelled, bracing herself. We can't take another hit like that. We're not going to, Rex declared. He had an idea, a risky maneuver he'd used only once before to escape a swarm of disgruntled space pirates. It involved using the nebula's own chaotic energy against their pursuer. Strap in, Alara. This is going to be rough. He angled the Galactic Wanderer directly towards a turbulent cloud of superheated plasma. The rogue ship, still focused on reaching the protostar, was slow to react. Rex pushed a series of buttons, unleashing a burst of his ship's own energy into the plasma cloud, destabilizing it further. The cloud exploded into a violent vortex of energy, sucking in everything around it. The rogue ship, caught in the unexpected maelstrom, was tossed around like a toy. Its sleek hull groaned, lights flickered, and then with a blinding flash, its cloaking device failed. For a brief moment, its true form was revealed. It wasn't an alien vessel. It was a human design, sleek and militaristic, bearing the unmistakable insignia of the Earth Federation's covert intelligence branch. Federation? Alara gasped, her voice filled with betrayal. But they sent us here. They wanted the Veritas Protocol revealed. Looks like the Federation has more than one hand in the cookie jar, Alara. Rex snarled, his face a mask of cold fury. Or maybe there are factions within the Federation too. The one who sent you, and the one who wants to stop us. The rogue ship, though damaged, managed to stabilize itself and quickly re-engaged its cloaking device, disappearing back into the turbulent nebula. It was clear they wouldn't be pursuing them directly anymore. Rex, his heart pounding, navigated the Galactic Wanderer towards the protostar. The air in the cockpit was thick with the smell of ozone and burnt wiring, but they were alive, and now they had a new, more dangerous enemy, their own kind. As they finally reached the designated coordinates near the protostar, a smaller, stable pocket of space opened up, a calm eye in the cosmic storm. In the center of this pocket hovered an enormous, shimmering energy field, radiating pure, untamed power. It was the raw, pristine energy source the Libertonians had spoken of. Rex brought the Galactic Wanderer to a halt, just outside the energy field. All right, Alara, this is it. How do we use that Libertonian artifact with this thing? Alara, her hands still trembling slightly from the recent encounter, quickly brought up the schematics of the Libertonian crystal device. The Libertonians gave us a small adapter. We need to feed the artifact's energy conduit into the protostar's energy field, then initiate a resonance sequence. It's designed to siphon off a controlled amount of pure energy without destabilizing the protostar itself. Rex carefully piloted the Galactic Wanderer closer to the shimmering field. He activated the ship's external manipulator arm, slowly extending it with the Libertonian crystal device clamped securely at its end. The device began to glow, its internal harmonies resonating with the raw power of the protostar. "Initiating resonance sequence," Alara announced, her voice filled with professional focus. "Energy transfer in progress. It's working, Captain. The artifact is absorbing the energy." The crystal device pulsed brighter, its light growing from a soft glow to an intense, blinding beacon. Inside the cockpit, holographic projections flared to life around them. They were star maps, complex and intricate, unlike any human-made maps. But on these maps, countless tiny glowing dots began to appear, spreading across the galaxy like a constellation forming in real time. "The fragments," Alara gasped, her eyes wide with wonder. "It's showing us the locations of all the remaining Veritas protocol fragments, across every sector, every major star system." Rex leaned forward, his gaze sweeping across the holographic map. Each glowing dot represented a piece of the truth, scattered across billions of light years. That's a lot of truth to gather," he muttered, a mix of awe and daunting realization in his voice. The Libertonian artifact hummed, its task complete. The connection to the protostar's energy field disengaged, and the holographic map stabilized. A static image now, but one filled with incredible detail. It was a treasure map to the past, a blueprint for revealing the galaxy's most guarded secret. "This is incredible, Captain," Alara said, barely able to contain her excitement. "With this map, we can systematically retrieve every fragment. The Council won't know what hit them." "Slow down, Alara," Rex cautioned, his practical mind already processing the logistics. "Finding them is one thing. Retrieving them is another. Each fragment is likely hidden, protected, or even in the hands of people who don't know what they have. And now we know the Federation's covert branch is involved too. This just got a whole lot more complicated." He looked at the glowing dots on the map. Some were in bustling trade hubs, others in remote dangerous sectors, and a few even in systems rumored to be controlled by hostile alien factions. This wasn't going to be a straightforward scavenger hunt. "We need to prioritize," Rex decided. "Which fragments are easiest to get to? Which ones are most likely to be unprotected? We can't go charging into every unknown danger." Alara began analyzing the map, cross-referencing the fragment locations with known galactic data. Some fragments appear to be in private collections, or in systems with minimal Council presence. Those would be our best bets for an initial run. Others are in heavily guarded Council archives, or even on planets controlled by the ass faces or space poodles, species known for their unwavering loyalty to the Council. "Figures," Rex grumbled. "The easiest ones are probably the least important. But we'll start there, build up our resources, gather information, then we'll hit the hard targets." Just as they were planning their next move, Alara's comms console chimed. It was an encrypted message, even more complex than the one they received from the Federation before. It's from the Libertonian Sanctuary," Alara exclaimed. "Whisper is trying to contact us." Rex quickly authorized the connection. Whisper's mental voice resonated in their minds, clearer and more urgent than before. "Captain Vance, Alara Reese, you are in grave danger. The rogue vessel you encountered in the Veil Nebula is not merely a Federation covert unit. It is operated by a splinter faction, known as the Shadow Keepers. They are loyal to the most extreme elements within the Council, those who orchestrated our downfall. They possess corrupted Libertonian technology, and their sole purpose is to destroy all Veritas fragments and eliminate anyone who seeks the truth." Rex felt a cold knot form in his stomach. Shadow Keepers, a faction within their own human federation, using alien tech to suppress truth. This was far more insidious than he had imagined. "They are relentless," Whisper continued. "They know you have activated the key artifact. They know you have the map. They will pursue you across the galaxy without cease. You must move quickly, retrieve the fragments, and stay one step ahead." "But how did they know we were here?" Alara asked mentally. "How did they track us?" "They have developed a method to track the subtle energy fluctuations caused by the activation of the core Libertonian artifacts," Whisper explained. "Even cloaked, the artifact's activation creates a faint signature that they can detect. You are now a beacon in their eyes." The grim reality settled over them. They were no longer just on a mission. They were being hunted, and their pursuers were dangerous, resourceful, and seemingly everywhere. Any advice, Whisper? Rex thought, his mind already formulating escape routes and defensive strategies. Trust your instincts, Captain, Whisper conveyed. Use your knowledge of the unregulated lanes, the forgotten paths of the galaxy. Their technology is formidable, but it relies on known patterns. Your unpredictability is your greatest asset. And seek out allies where you can. Not all are loyal to the Council's lies. The communication faded. Rex and Alara were left in the hum of the Galactic Wanderer, surrounded by the glowing map of fragmented truth, and the chilling realization of the relentless hunt that had just begun. Shadow Keepers, Rex muttered. His gaze hardened. Looks like we're not just collecting history, Alara. We're fighting a war. Alara nodded, her face determined. Then let's fight it, Captain. We have the map. We have the truth, and we have each other. Rex managed a grim smile. All right, first stop, the easiest target. Let's see what these Shadow Keepers are really made of. He plotted a course for the closest, seemingly most accessible Veritas fragment, located in a seemingly unremarkable asteroid belt known for its abandoned mining outposts. It was a calculated risk. An easy target might also be an obvious trap, but they had to start somewhere. The Galactic Wanderer turned, its engines flaring as it left the turbulent embrace of the Veil Nebula, heading towards its next destination. The map glowed, guiding them, a silent promise of knowledge and the ever-present threat of pursuit. The hunt for truth had truly begun.